know and to do and to be. Ever growing in knowledge, ever growing in abilities, ever growing in who we are and in the state of capacitance that we become. So that's what I have finally brought after 17 years of climbing through dusty old catacombs and bibliotheques and museums and everything else, looking for an ancient sacred meal that was called the Meal of Hercules by one group. It was called the Teocallis meal by another group. Others called it pulse, which was in the ancient Arabic and Hebrew Essene peoples, called the Ziorgim. It was supposed to be one of the most sacred meals on the face of the earth. I spent 17 years of my adult life looking for it, and that's how I came across what I feel is some of the most precious information that can exist back in our world today. And I finally now, thanks to technologies, have a platform to where this is going to go across nations and across continents. And I'm really excited about this, so I'd like you to see this thing. I call it the Tolman Whole Food Medicine Academy. I've developed 13 curriculums that I think are going to blow you away. And the nice thing about it is you're going to have an understanding, a modern day understanding of all 7 physiologies, which means functions of anatomy, and you're going to understand all of anatomy and their structures, but you're going to understand it in a functional symbiosis of one unit, not a specialized little piece that you go over here and do this. You do that, you're missing out on what's probably really wrong. And yet that's what the medical community does. And I'm thrilled because I'm having more and more doctors walk away from that industry and coming over to the dark side. And if you decide that you want to learn these curriculums, some of the benefits that you're going to receive is that you will have a career, a professional career if you want it. We finally now have accreditation to give you an advanced diploma, and you'll be certified as a whole food medicine practitioner and advisor. You'll also be certified to be an in-home health inspector. You will understand what to look for when you go into a home. Airflow, the things that sublimate into the air and get rid of them and replace them. You're going to understand lighting and which bulbs to use and which ones not to use. You'll have these little testers that you'll see all of this. You'll be a profound influence in the lives of the people in your community and around the world because of the technologies that this thing has. One of the things I want you to understand here, when you're born, you have about 800 bones when you're first born. By age 22, you have approximately 206 bones. To memorize and know all of the Latin names of those 206 bones, if it's done at university, that's month after month after month and a couple of years of study and taking tests and doing exams and everything else. How many of you would like to learn all 206 bones of the body and do it in about 40 minutes and have perfect recall? Cool. And then we move on to the muscles and do the same thing. Then we move on to the respiratory, then the lymphatic stream, then the central nervous system, and the structures of the brain. You will have a complete knowledge and understanding of physiology and anatomy. I asked a couple of people, just so I could demonstrate this before I shut up here, if they would write down lists of words for me so that I could try to demonstrate to you what ancient scholars used to do in the learning method. Academics, which means trivia, was put into place in the year 326 AD with the burning of Alexandria and the murder of the scholars. Scholar means to observe. And upon that observing, you ponder. And when you observe anything out of true interest, you naturally learn and understand, and then active contribution from imagination and creativity lifts you into an epiphany and a moment of inspiration where you get it. And you not only get it, you can take it to the next level and add to the base of knowledge and understanding of the people. Are those people here that wrote down word lists? If you're here, will you run them up here? Anybody? There's one. Do you mind passing it over to the side, and who's ever on the end, they'll run her down? Stand up and yell out your name. Stand up and yell out your name.
Yeah, Richard's my name.
Whoa, okay, who's this over here?
That's Richard here.
Yeah. And this is? Fred and Richard. You wrote down these words from your own memories and imagination, true?
That's true.
And you kept them until just now. In other words, I didn't take them, look at them. True?
That's right.
Okay. Thank you for doing this. They saved us a bunch of time. Let's give them a hand. Thank you so much. Okay, cool. Hope this works. I had them write it on blue paper. I actually gave them the blue paper, and they wrote this down for me because we all have a photoretentive color. And it used to be taught in the ancient world. Once you've found your photoretentive color, and there's methods to do that, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you in this thing, you'll know the colors of foods to eat on a daily basis if, in fact, on that day you're eating. But it's good once in a while to go a day without eating and just having liquids. But you're going to learn all that. But there's colors of food that enhance this capacity. And so I want you all to become functional in this stuff. But this is list number 1 through 25. And this is 26 to 50. All right, how'd I do? No, okay. To speed this up, I just need somebody to volunteer to be a judge. Oh, good, here comes one. Okay, thanks, man. Whoop, you got her? Okay, here we go. We won't have 2 microphones, so what we'll do, that's what we'll do. We'll do this list first. Which list do you have?
The 26 to 50.
26 to 50. Why don't you just call out numbers between 26 and 50? I'll say a word. If it's correct, just say correct. And if I'm wrong, just say correct. No, I'm kidding. I do better that way. If I miss it, just go, eat, and I'll look at it.
Number 33.
Number 33, is it morale?
Correct. 50.
50, reality?
Correct. 26.
Aberration?
Correct.
Aberration.
46.
46. Preparation?
Correct. 28.
28, clarity?
Correct.
Good.
36.
36, is it wealth?
Correct.
Good list. This is
42.
A couple of more, yeah. 42, cruise?
Correct. 38.
38, dedication.
Correct.
Okay, so we'll stop right there. I mean, you get the idea. Okay, and then if you'll hand her the mic over there. Thank you. Appreciate that. There she goes. She's not watching, is she? There she goes. Thanks for doing that, sir. Appreciate that. Okay, you have, 1 to 25, I guess.
Yeah, 1 to 25.
Okay. I'll tell you what, I'll just read through the list.
Yep.
And you stop me if I miss one, okay?
Okay.
Do you want me to go forwards or backwards? Okay.
Backwards.
Backwards, here we go. Zif noth moth wifnia, schnoth moth moth. You guys are smart aleck, man. You hang in there now. Okay, here we go, get my picture. 25 trees, 24 lights, 23 fax machine, 22 handrail, 21 economy, and down at the bottom, 20 is planet, 19 health, 18 money, 17 spirituality, 16 wealth, 15 relationships, 14 bus, 13 doors, 12 women, 11 cars, 10 food, 9 kids, 8 play, 7 work, 6 sex, one of my favorite things. Bad joke. Number 5, family. Number 4, carpet. Number 3, plants. Number 2, table. Number 1, ocean. Got
That's
it?
right.
Okay,
Correct.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. So one of the things, we're going to run through a few little things here, but what I want you to understand is this. I believe that the greatest benefit that you're going to get from becoming a part of this revolution and joining a community that literally becomes like family. And I know some of you here, and we're very, very close, and we get together all the time in just roundtable discussions. We want to be able to have you become functional with scholastic method as it was taught before the murder of the scholars and rote chant learning being put into place and the development of factory schooling. Too many children in